Destination Sanbonan Bafetu, and welcome back to Football Trends with me, OQB. Now, on today's video Bafetu, I just want to give you my lineup prediction in terms of the lineup because Kusasa and Jovan Kulmana we're going to be taking on SuperSport United for the Carling knockout stages. The game will be played at Peter Mokaba Stadium, 8 p.m. Mbugeli, Ungaputelwa. Ticket, I think they're still available. You can get them at Ticket Pro and also a Spa at 50 Rand per ticket. Now, before we get more into the details of my lineup prediction, obviously now lineup prediction yako down in the comment section below. There's something that I think we might have missed Buffet in terms of yesterday's exciting news. Yes, I've brought you the news to Cedric Kaze finally has landed in Ashurena and obviously signed the deal and everything. But I think there's something that we might have missed. Cedric Kaze Buffet, this coach, he's talented. He's talented, to be honest, because he's someone that can speak about 6 languages. He speaks French, Kirundi, Kiswahili, English, German, and also Spanish. So I think in terms of my interpreters and probably this new coach is going to help us understand coach Nasruddin Nabi far better, so yeah, I think it's going to help. That on its own, Buffet, it's something that I think the previous interpreters we were shy Spanish, but we discussed this and we talked about it too. At least if coach Nasruddin Nabi can have one interpreter, someone who's always going to be there, but obviously I think but manje I think we have this guy Cedric Kaze, it's going to be a bonus for us and for coach Nasruddin Nabi. Now, going back to Ilana prediction Buffet, as you know, some of the players were not available for selection, but I think some of them are back now. The players like Abu Edson Castillo, Fia Kentwari, Tatiana Ditlokwe, and also Orashwin. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting match against Matsanzanta Abidori because as we all know, they like to play attacking possession based football. That's something that they're gonna try to control the game, and they are also building up from the back, I think, and obviously they create some scoring opportunities throughout the matches. So it's basically like we are playing the same football, but yeah, we will see who is going to capitalize on those scoring chances because SuperSport United, they are struggling with the striker, and we heard they wanted to sign Samir Nakovic. Everything was looking good as what happened, and then now they are looking at another player. So they know exactly which one I'm playing. We have a lot of players, Buffet, some of them were nursing injuries. Hopefully, we've heard even Coach Nasruddin Nabi speaking about Augustin Serino Oguti. He might introduce him, so that Akoneji Ogbisa that mentality that we needed on the game against the Moromokaland. So, looking at some of those players, Buffet, this is my lineup prediction. So, a mover starting at the back. Obviously, we have 4 goalkeepers. We have Bruce Vuma, we have Brendan Peterson, Fia Kintwari, and also Obontle Molefe. Now, for me, I think it would be quite good to give Brendan Peterson a chance. Yes, I understand you guys, but for me, I have my own reasons. The reason why is taking a look at Bruce Vuma. Yes, he managed to keep a clean sheet in a friendly game, but there's something that I'm not happy in terms of how we are playing, building from the back. Gunzima, those players, angaz man, I don't know but I think probably they need help from Otumelo Nkule in terms of ball distribution, because yes, obviously building from the back, I understand they can play, but whenever they need to pick up players at the front, that's where we see inkinga corner, the ball distribution is inkinga manje ukuthi baphakele the forward players. So I think that is something that obviously they can improve over time, but so far someone who I think is a bit better in terms of that ngicina ku Brandon Peterson bafethu ayikabi angifuna ucamba banga. So as long as we have a solid defense, obviously we can pick any goalkeeper from those goalkeepers that we currently have. And then moving to right back here to bafethu, I think we still need to introduce Rosla because Mbonelo Mchita, even on the last game, he showed what he has the hunger for the game, and also he's trying to cement his place on that position. Basically siba ne left back bafethu. Yabona ke ku left back soba nenkinga because umlungu yes uyashaya isipani, but currently we're playing against the SuperSport United, and you know ukuthi kuyagijima akudlalwa laphana. So I think we need to introduce Bonganise be the starter for this game against the SuperSport United. So khona nokumjaja kahle because obviously the last game I think there was not much challenge in terms of how they were being played. So this time around kind of okay, how is he holding up? Is he a player that we can trust in, we can believe in, especially kuma games afana nalawa? And then we move to the center back pairing bafethu, which you know center back pairing is a huge problem because obviously we have some of the best players. So I think we can just play how we played depending on Ogutu Koji and fitness yake Russian totally because I think his relationship with Inaso Miguel has been growing loudly. So we can still play given him Simango and also Russian Dotli, or we can just stick to Russian Dotli Naege Inaso Miguel. Those are the two center back pairings I feel like yes Sebenzela. Basically moving into the middle of the park, depending on how coach wants to approach this game. It's either a flat 4-3-3 or he's going to play the 4-2-3-1. If he's playing a 4-2-3-1, obviously we're going to have double pivot, which personally I would play Unjabulo Plom and also Usamngelo Zwane. Obviously Usamngelo Zwane playing that number 8 position. Obviously if we had Ofei Toto, which I think would have been effective when it comes to this, because Umchita bafethu siyamdinga ngempela, even though I haven't heard anything in terms of my trusted sources ukuthi is he really wanted lapha Naturena, but I will let you know if ever the rumors ukuthi he is wanted are true. And then moving on bafethu, obviously going to number 10 too. I don't think we need to change Umchita Usasa for Mini, and he's still going to play. He's going to give us much. Let us just introduce Umchita Umduduzi Shabalala as like always. If ever we need to sub we can sub using him, and Uyapagela, and I like the fact that both of those players, they are in form, and they can give us much bafethu. Asna inenkinga if ever one player gets injured, asena play manje, we don't even have a backup. At least it's a backup in terms of that position. So I'm very happy if ever we're going to sign Ofei Toto this coming January transfer window. I think we're going to be solid. Sapina just calling a player in terms of that attacking midfield position. And then also moving on to let me just start with number 7. Number 7 bafethu, it's a huge problem. The reason why I'm saying it's a huge problem, I know every time we think about number 7, we're thinking Christian Saile. We're thinking Christian Saile, we're thinking HD to Praise, you name those players. So far I haven't seen a player odlala on that original position engimona ukuthi yazini uyafuna like ukusibamba lesikhundla as boss esazi ukuthi okay makungene yena vele this is his position. Obviously we know we have a substitute yakhe ke umfana umfundo Vilakazi. Yes, he plays very well, but we need a player that we can rely on the first 45 minutes of the game. Sazi ukuthi hayi siphethe umshini lapha bafethu kuyagijima. So that's where you see with some of the signings esihlulekile ukwasayina, previous transfer window. They could have been crucial. They could have helped us a lot in terms of this. So I think I'm just going to place Wandile Duba. Hopefully he's not going to do the same things that he done the previous game where we saw him come on, he had my openings but angafuna ukugama Yamachita a chance. So that is something that I think probably on this game uzobe sazilungisile azajustile, even being clinical. And then masibheka ngale ke ku left flank, I think we just have to introduce Kirsten Sereno. You know man, umshini wethu bafethu without that oil, yabonakala ukuthi man awuhambi zona. So hopefully this time around uzoba khona umjita. This is the knockout stages. I think it's crucial ukuthi win. It's a must win this match. And then when it comes to striker bafethu, it's not like we have any other strikers. It's not high. As it is to kufaka ina kancane, we just going to rely on Orangashiva Viro. Yes, we could introduce Ashley Dupree's Bampagele, but still he's not clinical when it comes to our goals. Even Christian Saile is also not clinical when it comes to, you know, scoring those goals. So hey, that is something that I hope Abajita they are working in terms of improving that. And even the signing of the new coach, Cedric Kaze, probably is going to help them, because now he's one coach who has a lot of experience in terms of, you know, our players, young players especially. So yeah, that was my lineup prediction, and also that important detail I think we might have missed in terms of Cedric Kaze. Well, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Manginikeza nawe ke lineup prediction yakho in terms of how we are going to play kusasa 8 p.m. ungakhohlwa mbukeli.